Hi everyone, welcome to Tanya Jane English. I'm Tanya. Do you ever find phrases in English you can't translate even with a dictionary? Do you wonder what the heck they mean and how you're going to figure them out? Today, by the end of this video, I have 10 of these phrases you can check off your list. So stay with me. English has a lot of these phrases that don't translate literally. We call them idioms. Learning what these phrases mean will not only be helpful, but if you can use them in conversation, you'll start to sound more and more like an American. All of these phrases came from conversations or things that I heard just recently. So they're all things that are used in everyday English. So let's get started. The first one is catch a break. An example of this one might be if someone says, I can't catch a break. What they mean is maybe they've been working hard all day trying to get things finished, and no matter how much they do, there's more to do. And now they might say something like, I can't catch a break. They feel like they can't get finished. The second one is very similar to the first one. It's cut me a break. Cut me a break. The example of this one might be when someone says, could you cut me a break? And what they mean is maybe you've been working together. It's similar to the last one, and there's been a lot of things that you have to get done. And the one person feels like the other person has really high expectations of them. And so they might say, could you cut me a break? Please cut me a break. And what they mean is, I'm not going to be able to do all this. Don't be mad at me. Don't be angry at me. Number 3 is out of pocket. I've heard this one recently on a television show I've been watching on Hulu. It's called New Amsterdam, and it's a show about a doctor in a public hospital here in, I think, New York City. If you can find this show, I definitely recommend it. It's not only a great show, but you can learn a lot of English and a lot of English culture. So on the show, the main character, the doctor, wasn't available. And another character kept saying, Max is out of pocket. Anytime anyone would ask, where's Max? This character would say, he's out of pocket today. And what they meant was, he's not available. Don't ask any more questions. Number 4, can you spot me a 20? Spot me a 20. I heard this one just a week or two ago when one of my daughters asked me, Mom, can you spot me a 20? What she meant was, will you loan me $20? Number 5, I also heard in a conversation with one of my daughters recently. And I asked her if her friend reneged on her. Reneged on her. And what I meant was, I knew that she and her friend had plans, but they weren't doing what they had said they would do. The friend wasn't with her. And so I was curious what happened, and I said, did your friend renege on you? Did she not show up? Did she change her mind? Did she change the plan? Or maybe she didn't show up at all. That's what I meant when I said, did she renege on you? Number 6, after my daughter and I spoke for a while, I said, maybe you could let her off the hook. And what I mean by let her off the hook is, instead of being angry with her or upset with her, maybe you could just let her know that you understand and it's okay. This one's really similar to maybe you could cut her a break. Number 7. I hear this one pretty often, especially from adults who say they'd like to learn to play piano. They'll say to me, I'd really like to learn piano, but I have a lot on my plate. A lot on my plate. What they mean is they're very busy. They don't actually have a lot on a plate, but they have a lot of things that they have to do, a lot of responsibilities. Number 8, we were at a restaurant with our family just a couple of days ago, and the waiter asked my daughter, "Can I top off your lemonade?" What he meant is she had drank about half of her lemonade, and he wondered if he could give her just a little bit more. So she hadn't drank all of her lemonade, so he was asking, could he just top it off? Number 9, in hindsight. I think I said this one just this morning when I was talking with my language exchange partner in Spain. I was telling her a story about my childhood, and when I got to the end of the story, I said, in hindsight, I realized I really liked doing that. What I meant was, it was a story about a time when I had to work really hard when I was a child. And even though I complained about it when I was a child, in hindsight, I realized I liked it. Now that I'm grown up and I can look back, or in hindsight, I can see it was a time that I was really having fun. Number 10 is from a text I sent earlier today when I said, my day is a little bit up in the air, but I'll be available off and on. When I said my day is a little bit up in the air, I didn't mean it's actually in the air. What I meant was I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to be doing all day. I could do different things. It's a little bit up in the air. But I will be available off and on means I will be available some of the time, and some of the time I won't be available. All right, I hope that these phrases were helpful to you. Do you have other phrases you still don't know how to translate? Leave them in the comments below. One of the most helpful things is that our community has both native and non-native speakers. Someone can help you with one of the phrases that you don't understand. Having a conversation in the comments is a great way to improve your English. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe and hit the little bell so you don't miss any more Tanya Jane English. I'll see you soon. Bye.